Hello, I'm Colleen Cook, Director of Marketing at the Renaissance Theater, and I'm here today with Octavio Más-Arocas. He is the second of our candidates for Music Director of the Mansfield Symphony. Welcome.
Thank you. It's really a pleasure to be here with you.
I'm so happy that you are. We are just so excited to meet you and get to know you a little bit. We are completely amazed by your qualifications. I know that you were one of 3 who came out of 100 applicants for this position. But today we're going to be talking a little bit about that and just about the rest of your world and getting to know you a little bit. So can you just start off and tell us your 5-minute life story?
I was born and raised in Spain, and I studied music there. I started in my little town in Buñol in Spain. And soon I started conducting and traveling all over Spain and all over Europe. And I started also just playing professionally and working professionally in Spain. But at one point I decided I wanted to do conducting. And I was doing a lot in Spain conducting, but I wanted to focus only on that. And I was doing conducting and playing and many things. So at one point, I found this program here in the United States, for a master's degree. So I came to the United States. I suffered through that master's degree, and well, my teacher was very, very tough on me. But and when I finished, he was very happy. But anyway, I enjoy really actually my time at the master's degree. And then for a time I was going through Spain and United States, working here, working there. And then I decided I wanted to do more things here, staying here, and so I started a doctoral degree because it was giving me a lot of options, just great opportunities with the orchestra, great faculty, and a visa actually. And actually, it was close to here. It was at Bowling Green State University.
Oh, terrific!
Yeah, so I've been, I know Ohio. So I stayed there for 2 years, and I didn't finish my doctoral degree then, and I started working and got my first conducting position, full-time conducting position here in this country at Interlochen, conducting those amazing musicians. It was just such a great experience to me. And at the same time, other gigs were happening in other positions, and then I changed to other position, and then to another position, and everything started rolling. Just once you start, you don't stop. And meanwhile, I continue working in Latin America, in Spain, and just one thing after the other, competitions, awards, and this and that. Everything is just, we can go through everything. It's very boring, I think. And my resume just says all. Meanwhile, I just got married, and with another conductor. Don't do that. Right. So, well, get this. Not only my wife is a conductor, but in Spain, my sister is a conductor, and she's married to another conductor. So
Cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, right. So when we go back to Spain, like you see families, they fight over politics, and they fight over sports and things like that. We talk about conducting and orchestras. It's just like we are like fighting over conducting and orchestras. We are like, no, this other one is better. No, this one, and this version of this is better. And you are like, oh, and in one point you're like, guys, can we talk about sports, please? Or can we talk about politics, because this is so intense. So anyway, and then eventually, after all this round of positions and so on, my latest position has been now here full time at Berria at the Valdemora's Conservatory, and we are based in there. We travel a lot, with a lot of traveling, and we have 2 kids. We have a 3 years old and a 5 months old.
So Octavio, what was the first instrument that you learned to play, and can you tell us, what instruments do you love today?
My first instrument was trumpet. I did play professionally in good orchestras in Spain, and I was doing also conducting at the same time. And at one point, when I decided just to do only conducting, I dropped the trumpet, and I only play for my little daughter. Now, I wouldn't play for you. But I also play violin, and again, mostly for me, because I work with those instruments. I need to know. Play some piano, and but my main instrument now is the orchestra.
What are some of the pieces that if you could not worried about an audience, not worried about the other musicians, what are the pieces that you just love to conduct?
I would say, as a conductor, you always just feel good with. I feel really good with very music that speaks to me, and emotionally, in emotional playing. So Mahler is always something that I really have an emotional connection. Like probably very conductor will tell you that too. I've been advocating for new music, but I also just, when you do it, you just need to do it in a good way. So you just don't do music for the sake of doing new music. You don't do music for the sake of just putting it there. You just do music that means something.
So I know you spend a lot of time conducting. What do you do when you're not conducting?
Thinking of conducting. No, actually, you're always, music is always part of your life. You're always just thinking of, it's just, you can't escape it. But other than that, I have a family. So I have, like I said, 3 years old and a 5-month-old. So they also take a lot of time. I do run. I do love the outdoors. I love the outdoors. We love traveling, and I love cooking. So that's the other thing.
What do you love to cook?
I love to cook everything. I cook everything. Of course, I'm from
I bet
Spain.
you make a wonderful paella.
Yes, I do.
Come on over.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yes, I do. Just my paella is famous, actually. Yeah.
What kind of music do you like to listen to outside of the classical world?
I have a more love for rock, and I used to be in rock bands when I was very young too. So I like all kind of rock, Led Zeppelin and you name them, all that kind of stuff. I love that. And we play them for my kids, and they love them too. And then of course jazz too, but then if it is good pop music, I also love that. Latin rock, being from Spain, and Spanish rock is different than the Anglo rock. And even if it's just good at techno, if it is good, I laugh. I used to say I hate techno, but then I have a conductor friend that just say, listen to this, and it was just great, and it was techno. If it is good, I listen to everything. What
made you want to apply to be the music director of the Mansfield Symphony? What do you like about Mansfield? What appeals to you about this?
The thing that you like the most about Mansfield, I think, is just the future. I think it feels to me that the town is coming together in the last few years to just create something special. And I think just there are things going on, and this is the moment to be part of that, to just be, if you would pick a moment in which you're going to be influential of an orchestra and a town, and you're going to just be making an impact, this could be the moment. This is the moment that you can just create something really special. Thank you so much for just sharing a little bit of your heart today, and we look forward to seeing you on our stage March 25th. Yes, I'm looking forward to just spending the week with you here. We're excited too. Thank you again. Thank you very much.